this. The fan lovers. Yeah, that I'm not sure about actually.
You must collect all the tokens.
Come on, Jack. I don't think I've gotten past this trick tonight on pace. No, I think I did like once, right? Sucks, man. It really shouldn't take me so many attempts to get here. But it'd be like that. What's up, Smoker? How you doing, man? It's been a while. A long while, it seems like. Hasn't hanged. How are things? How are children? Life? How's your mom? It's good to see you. It's freaking slow. Actually, wait, no, right? I was like way too far to the left, or the right. I don't know my directions. Actually, like, the funniest part is it's like no way for you. Wow. Hey, don't give Smoker a hard time. He's a family man. Oh, whoops. I pulled out my memory card way too early. Hey, look, man. People got life priorities, you know? And that's fine. I think video signal did match with the frequency voltage, but it is most quicker. Interesting. It's a loving call out. It's not like a how dare you. Like, let's all be real here. And maybe I'm only speaking for myself. Actually, no, never mind. I'm not gonna say it. You'll forever live wondering, what was usual gonna say? That wonderful day on November 17th at 11:34 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What was it gonna say? That's why I'm saying prudent. Sometimes you gotta look at the simpler things in life and understand that there's some good stuff there too. I have a lot of hobbies, but if I met a nice lady and I decided I was ready to settle down and I was like really committed, I'd make sacrifices. You know, that's just how it is. Sometimes it's gotta be like that. I mean, you don't have to get over everything. I'm not saying that. I am not advocating dropping all of your hobbies whenever you get into like a committed, established relationship, but there is some give and take, you know? It's dependent on circumstances and all that kind of good stuff. Man's natural. You know, I was really surprised when I was at that game tonight that I was talking about earlier. And like, because I mentioned the old lady has 2 kids. Or I don't know if I mentioned she has 2 kids. She has 2. And the younger one is a little boy. He's like a toddler or whatever. Like he's old enough to talk and all that kind of good stuff, just like 3 or something. And I don't know. He was like kind of acting up a little bit. and she couldn't really get him like calm down because she's not felt good like physically. So like for example, if the kid took off running, she couldn't really like, she's not in a health situation where she could like run off after him or whatever. And this is the first time I'm like meeting these kids, right? Basically. And so he like is getting ready to take off running into a crowd of people at a sports event. And I'm like, you want me to like get him? Preparing to without permission. And she's like, yeah, no, go for it. And I was like, alright. And like, I've never really had, except for maybe a couple times in my life, like any sort of paternal instincts kick in. But like, I don't know. Like, it was weird. I just kind of ran him down really quick and yoinked him up. Not like violently, like angrily. I didn't do that. I just, you know, chased him down and I picked him up and drug him back. And I was like, hey man, you know, you gotta mind your mom. Everything will be alright. There's no reason to be acting like that. And I sat him down and he was pouting. Yo, what's up, Jake? Let's think for the raid, man. How's stream go? I just kind of sat him down. He was pouting, his little arms folded, and he was doing his 3-year-old thing or whatever. And I was like, hey man, come on. Let's put your jacket on. We're getting ready to go. It's cold outside. Let's put your jacket. And he was like, And again, I've literally, this kid doesn't really even know my name. It's just like 3, right? He's not been around me at all. And I'm like, what am I doing, dude? I'm trying to put this kid's jacket on. He doesn't even know me from Adam. I'm like, come on. And he's pouting. It's just like, alright, fine, I'll do this the hard way. And I like drape his jacket over his little shoulders, and I'm like pulling his arms, not like hard, okay? I want to emphasize, I'm not being rough with this kid, but I'm like kind of pulling his arms apart, and we're feeding one arm through, and he kind of gets the idea, and he helps feed the other one in. And by the time we're done, he's not pouting anymore. And I was like, you know, it really is not as bad as I thought it would be. I'm sure there can be nightmares, but at least at that moment, I don't know, it was kind of nice. In a weird way. Just the fact that he didn't, one, freaking freak out on me. I thought he was going to wig out when I picked him up, but he was pretty calm. He kind of like was weird for a second, then he chilled out. Yeah, it kind of does, and I was like, I wasn't ready for, I don't know if it's lizard brain or whatever it is, to like kick in there, because I don't like dislike kids by any means. But I've never considered myself like it's never really been like a super strong desire of mine. But right then I was kind of like, you know what, maybe this ain't too bad. Maybe people do like this, I don't know. But again, it was just a cool moment. Anyway, good night, Nello. Thanks for vibing and hanging. Props and runs couldn't hold out to the end. Dude, it'd be like that. It'd be like that. Unfortunately, that's just speedrunning in a nutshell. Seems like I've basically gotten nothing accomplished over the past several hours. I've like been doing runs, but I don't feel like I've gotten anywhere like at all. I don't even feel like I've had any decent paces. I've just kind of been doing. Stream's been fun though, which honestly is, I was more concerned about that tonight than anything else. The idea of minis running around weird. I mean, I get that. I'm not, and it's definitely not going to be for everybody, right? I'm saying from my experience, I was kind of like, I have slowly gone from like anti-kid to being like lukewarm to kid, and now I'm kind of, and here recently, I legitimately went through a very strange sensation of baby fever a few weeks ago. I don't know what it was, but I saw a girl that I had a crush on holding a baby, and I just had like, I don't know what it was. I just got like baby fever, or I assumed something that was similar to baby fever, and I was like, what the frick is going on with me right now? It's very weird, and I don't know if it's because of, I don't know if it's like, I don't know what's going on. I've been... Frick, how does the beginning of Kingdom Hearts go? I've been having these weird thoughts lately. Like, is any of this for real? Or not? Or something like that. I don't remember if it's at the beginning or the end. It's been a long time since I played through Kingdom Hearts. It's almost like that, where it's like, I don't know what the frick is going on. I'm just not used to experiencing these emotions. I'm just kind of acknowledging them, and I'm here for the ride. So, happy to at least have some more sub-120s. Frick yeah, man. You gotta do what you gotta do. Got some wild stuff on here? Kind of. I wouldn't say wild, just different. Definitely way outside of my normal sphere of comfort. Like, if you asked me a year ago, yeah, even just a year ago, if I was comfortable with the idea of dating somebody that had children, I would probably just give you a hard no, like right up front. But, I don't know, that's just changed. It doesn't bother me. The father is currently in their life, but he's... how does one say kindly without being a jerk? He's kind of whack. Oh, yeah. Well, okay, that was kind of wild. Yeah, I wasn't ready for that. I didn't think I was going to have to be in that situation tonight, for sure. But, I don't know. I would leave it up to the kids. I would never ask them to call me one thing or another, just whatever they would be comfortable with. You know what I mean? Like, I would never... If they just wanted to call me usual... I mean, not literally, I use usual as my stand-in for my actual name, of course, but... If they just wanted to call me usual their whole life, that's fine. Or if they wanted to call me dad, go for it. No guarantees that it wouldn't make me cry at some point. I can't believe that made it. Swag over. For the fans. For the believers. Later, man. Have a good one, man. I don't know if you're going to bed, but if you are, I hope you dream of sugar plums and swag rubbers. I forgot to say that to Mello. Because it's weird matters. Yeah, I mean... Because their actual father, to the best of my understanding, is not a very good man. And he's like barely present. And kids need that. They need somebody that's like gonna at least show up, you know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of people get intimidated because they're like, they have this idea that they could never be a good parent or whatever. And sometimes just like taking the effort to show up is all it really takes. Like once they're grown, you know what I mean? Like, just be present. That's all you can, like, you don't have to spoil them beyond all recompense. Like, if you got $5, take them out to McDonald's or something, if they need food or whatever. You know what I mean? It's little stuff, man. Better time. Yeah. Exactly. And like, for the most part, a kid doesn't even know what they need. You know? They're not gonna really know if you're like a bad or a good parent if you're showing up and doing what you're supposed, like, quote unquote, supposed to do, right? They probably know you're bad if you're never there. Or if like one of the parents is never there and the other one is like constantly raising them, they probably get some semblance of an idea that something is a little off, maybe. I don't really know. It's been a long time since I was frick off. What is that lag, dude? That's straight up just like 4 seconds. Sucks. If I even hit this, I've not been hitting it tonight, so I didn't, you know, I missed it again. Frick, man, come on, dude.
Duck recursors.
It's a bummer. I'm telling you, dude, I used to be really good at that trick, and now I just can't get it anymore. I need to... I guess I just need to practice it. Like, dedicated practice, like just that trick. Kind of refigure it out or something. which I really should because it's an 80% as well. Like, it's gonna hurt a lot more if I've spent 45 minutes to get like one run and 80% to that point in Haven, and I just like instant throw it. Just be hard on parents that are always into your kids are crazy for your parents. Yeah, but I mean, it's hard to deny that there's always going to be like, especially for like younger kids, they know their actual like biological parents. There's going to be some semblance of attachment there in a lot of circumstances until they get older. And even still, you know, I know some people don't care. Like, they just literally don't care about their biological parents just because they were never there. But, and that doesn't apply to everyone, I don't think. Preston, how many runs you memorized? A lot of the routes tend to kind of be the samey. Like the ones that I know, especially. Especially between like 90% and hero mode, there's just kind of like minor variations, well, not minor. The beginning of the run is really different between hero mode and 90%, but like the end of 90% is the same as the middle and end of hero mode, except for final boss. Final boss, well, and terraformer. You have hero cycle in hero mode on terraform because you have infinite boosts, but it's like really minor stuff for the most part. Time is it? We will go Swag Daddy. I don't know what to say other than thank you. Followed up with a very quick why. But thanks anyway. I appreciate that. Very kind. Alright, one for the homies, Chalice. It's because you're believing. Hold on. Another one. Stop that. Cool. But thank you again. It's very kind of you. Cool. I appreciate that. It's very good. I hope you're doing good. I would just like to say, someone like unironically just gave me money. And I call and I say, thanks, Swag Daddy. That was an interaction that I had in my real life. Someone gave me money and I said, thanks, Swag Daddy. I can tell people that story. I have to give, and I'm not forced to give them any context. I can't say that it was, or I don't have to say that it was on stream. You just say some random person gave me money. It just cracks me up because I mean, it's because it's late and my brain is like fried down all around fence. That's so much funny, actually. Oh my gosh. I don't know, I don't want to tell this story anymore. Shoutouts to McPickle Moops. Tell your friends. I love the way that looks. L run down swag over. Dude, it just looks good. Man! Thanks. I'm literally just kind of speechless. I don't know what to say or how to handle this. Other than... I feel like I seem unappreciative, but I promise you that I'm not. I'm just kind of in shock. Thank you, man, for the gifted subs. And I don't know how to break this to you, but I don't think this will count as you giving me the child support that you owe me in the eyes of the court. You will still have to show up to court tomorrow. And I will get my check.
I took care of it now.
As usual, it's been successful stuff. But my brain's so small, it don't take much. For a chance. Come on, chance. Which, technically, it's like for anybody that follows, right? Technically? Isn't that how it works? Or is it like anybody that's ever viewed it for like a certain period of time? Because I've definitely got... No, it has to be for follows, right? Followers? I feel like that's right. I won't swear to it. Did I lose all my speed? I think I lost my speed. This isn't gonna work.
Why I never lose.
I lied. I'm done. My brother in Christ. I lost like 2 seconds. I don't even care. The thing is I'm not tired right now. And I don't know if it's because I just still have so much caffeine in my system to hurry in the day or what.
Die, freak.
I might lay down and just pass out too. I'm not really sure what's going on. I don't know what I tell you. Barf. I really did lose 2. By half. Jesus.